Yes, we gotta find our killer, even though we totally know who it is, but you know. It's fine. Alright. So we are back! And continuing on with this mysterious murder mystery. So, we don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove, and one more. Mr. One! Hello! What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryota, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa, somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help. Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Sorry. He transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. You guys do realize that this is what I'm going to forever imagine now whenever I go to a pet store, whenever I see a group of birds in a cage. I'm going to imagine situations like this where there's some kind of conspiracy murder mystery thing going on. They're trying to figure it out. And yeah, it is a parakeet. What did you say your gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of Tweet Dovenley and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes, I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then? Nope. Useless wretch! Sakuya, calm down. Though I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh wait! Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires. This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase then, a complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawara. Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something about that wall if you check in there. Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. He was broadcasting from his office. Then he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that. If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything. Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hang on. There we go. Go to... which one should we go to first, guys? Hello, everybody. Lab sounds fun. Lab. It's 2 for lab. Giant Toro? Fatal Nerd? What do you say? And Mooey? Sorry, you're very quiet, Mooey. I'm sorry. You're so quiet. Lab. Okay, so it looks like the lab. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with Dovenly now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining the pieces of Dovenly up on one of the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? You did it! You killed us! God damn it. I'm not glowering at you. Glowering? Glowering, maybe? Do you disapprove of my handling her? He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Who chopped my head off! Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamine? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you've seen something else to do while you wait? Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Right. Damn it. Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment, please. Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Ho ho ho, isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you? I take it does not suit your tastes very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation and I, the internal. Ho ho ho. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doctor. What? What? He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. Better not to worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's go get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it is some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it would not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right, let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it is ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I'd think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah. Oh boy. He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. Oh boy. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? Hand. You guys are pigeons. You don't have hands. Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but yeah. If there really is such a terrible disaster out there that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed, let us move on. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Dovenley, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay. Oh yeah, his mom's still in the hospital. I suppose we finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab, the gray dome covers the entire school but for one small hatch, and we could use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say, indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. It's getting heavy, guys. Oh god. Sudden eye itch. Sudden eye itch. Oh, it's bad. Don't know why. Okay, cool. I hate rubbing my eye when you have contacts in. They tell you not to, but like sometimes you can't avoid it. Headmaster, sir. Are you within? We demand entry. That is not a way to talk to somebody. Rude even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor's the only person in the entire school who he actually respects. No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sequoia, that's... Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is an eyelash. It's locked? Bah, where is that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out, so we'll go away. Indeed, he never was the type to walk about the campus. Oh god, I just had a thought. What if the headmaster has been dead this whole time? That's why no one's seen or heard from him or anything, and he just has like a previous recording. And he can't answer anything because he's dead. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it will be easy to break down. Huh, you speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open from the outside. Yeah, exactly. Shu probably did. Yeah, we can head back to the door opened? What is it, Koara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things? Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again, behind! Suddenly, behind us stood A gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Remember, these are birds! Scarecrows are supposed to scare birds. Remember this. Oh my god. Oh my god. What in... The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sequoia, watch out! Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sequoia, we have to run. I am well aware. Did we lose it? I think so. Luckily it moves so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this. I know not who is behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. Seriously, it did. Oh, welcome back, Kawara, Shirogane. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster, he must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell every birdie to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend to this monstrous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all of this is. A Scarecrow Man, you say? Doctor! Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Ho ho ho. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may well have a right to know what I found, given your efforts toward the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I've learned from the lumps of meat which were once mistweet. Yeah, good job reiterating that. Thanks, Shu. Thanks. Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Ho-ho. Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after death then, Doctor? It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up sometime after death. Dovenley was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning someone poisoned her. Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason. Disgusting either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Tweet died yesterday after school. In the evening, then. Precisely. And she was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Kawara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me. I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close. You're going out again? Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous. Don't worry, we can outrun the scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Ryota has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but... So it wasn't us, I guess? No, I don't think that robot scarecrow thing is us. I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly. So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamane saw Dovenly yesterday afternoon. Oh, right. Could we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it? A spare key. Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you. Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. Be careful out there. You too, sir. Uh-oh. Oh no. Kawara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. Oh man. We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Right, we should ask everybody where they were yesterday. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. Yeah. Shu did it. I mean, come on. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the LaBelle family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamane. He makes medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kind of mad scientist cooking up nothing but death and all-around woe. You have become biased by the foolish rumors of the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the LaBelle family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to... Save. Go to... Let's go to the gymnasium. See what we can do. The students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. Shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually. San, where are you? Okasan is right here, alive and well so far. Where did you and Sakuya go? Leaving Okasan behind and going outside is not fair. You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you. Come at me, whippersnapper. It's not what I... You usually practice on the ground after school, right? Of course, it is Okasan's duty as track captain. Did you see Dovenly while you were out there yesterday? No, Okasan did not see her then, or as he was going home. Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her, even if she had been there while he was running? Good point. Do not look down on Okasan's visual memory. If you had asked Okasan about the blood-stained interloper he saw, he would have had something to say. What? Whoa, wait, San, what did you just... Do not look down on Okasan's visual memory. After that, imbecile. If you had asked Okasan about the blood-stained interloper he saw, he would have had something to say. Okasan saw the interloper going to the infirmary. The infirmary? Could that have been Dovenly? She wouldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. She was a bit hyper, but I don't think she'd still be walking around at that point. It was not Dovenly. It was a bird unknown to Okasan. So someone covered in blood was going in the infirmary after school. Who's in? Who in? Whoever he is, he's our prime suspect now. Thanks for telling us, son. Oh. At least we found something. Even if it raises more questions than it answers. Yeah. Some bird who San doesn't know. Could it have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards. Mr. One? You two again. Come here. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office as you requested. It was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from... Was that thing a muddy scarecrow-like man, perhaps? Oh, it's Yuya! So you've seen it too? Just now, yeah, on the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind in the other end of the corridor and didn't stick around to let it see me. So alas, I was not blessed with a look on its pretty face. Coward. Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it too. Anyway, it sounds like it's wandering around the building. Maybe it would have been better for you to leave, Mr. One. Don't worry for me, young one. My duties prevent me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two either. Well, yeah, that's true. Huh. Already stuck in the rut of unadaptable middle age? Don't come crying to us if you get hurt. I've come within touching distance of death in the past. I will be fine. Wonder what kind of death comes that close to a maintenance worker. He wasn't a maintenance worker forever. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here. Then again, knowing this school, there could be all kinds of evil going on behind the scenes. Well then, what are you standing around for? I believe orders were given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow. Same goes for you. Why aren't you headed over there? I can't just sit around. Indeed, same here. Hence walking around the school. On that note, I better go to the lab. Professor Nanaki wanted me there. What for? Something you asked him to do. Oh. He wants you to help him keep an eye on Dr. Iwamane. Most likely, yes. The doctor in Dovenly, that is. Anyway. You know, I gotta stop this. Because my voice cannot keep up with the frickin'... just like pronouncing everything and stuff. I can't keep up the voice. Anyway, you two go on with your investigation. I'll be watching over her, so don't worry. Right. Like, I feel my voice straining to just, like, switch between the characters. Wait. Yeah? According to the autopsy, Tweet died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time? Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say? Just that he'd been in the infirmary all day. I was there too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. Shit! I told you not to doubt him without evidence, Kawara. Right. At this point, the prime suspect is that scarecrow anyway. That's everything? Well, adieu. We should head out too. But first, let's write down what we found. Alright, let's go. And so we walked about the school, searching for clues of Dovenly and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the scarecrow, but we didn't find any information either. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let us return to the lab. Okay. Huh? What is it? Did you say something just now? I did not. Could it be that confounded scarecrow again? No, it's not him. I thought I heard some birdie say something. Bah, don't scare me like that. Though we've been walking around half the day. It's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you. This is... Oh my god! Are they gonna find him? Oh, wait. If we're dead... and... Nageki is dead... then... Ghost Bird friends? Can we be friends with Nageki now? The library. What if there's somebody in here? They might not have heard the alarm. Let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency throughout the rest of the school, the library is the same as always, empty. It's a little gloomier than usual. I guess there's no one here. Pull yourself together, Kawara. We have no use for subordinates who lose hold of their sanity. Since when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Something bad happened. I should have known what would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, none of this would have happened at all. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? I can't hear. What are you saying? You're fading away. It's too far. Miss Tweet! Oh my god! We're with Nageki! We're with Nageki. Trying to be. At least. Oh man. Mr. Nanaki! Welcome back. Have you found anything interesting? Yet another suspicious individual. But we should speak with the headmaster first. Have you gotten the key? Yes, I have. Right here. Thank you, sir. Well, let's go have a look, shall we? The doctor and I will be here. Be careful. Adieu. Clear left. Clear right. Good. Doesn't look like the scarecrow's here. That's good. If I had to fly away from something like that, I might panic and hit the ceiling. Alright, Quail's reflex when startled is to fly straight up. Really? We should hear it dragging its arm when it moves, so we'll have plenty of time to get away. Let's go in. Right. Let's see. The headmaster who gathered us all in the gym without any real explanation. How many of our questions will he be able to answer? Oh boy. Excuse us. Maybe he's not here? Look at the dog. That's a little ridiculous. That or hiding. Uh-oh. There's somebody at the desk. He's sitting with his back to us, but his feathers are the unmistakable green of a Nicobar. Speak to us, headmaster. Have you gone deaf? Sakuya, be polite. Japan is the country of courtesy, after all. Is it his fault or mine that we have had to come here? Headmaster, will you? Sakuya? Is he dead? He's dead, isn't he? He's dead. The thing here is no longer the headmaster. His half-closed eyes are dull and cloudy. His skin showing beneath his feathers is pallid. What madness! Him too? Oh, man. Wait, what was that? What was that? Clicked and just something appeared and went away. Shouldn't have tall cages because they kill themselves? Oh! Poor quails. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Foxy. You might have a good point over there. Poisoning. Only a few hours ago. I believe it was already dead when the announcement was broadcasted this morning, though. I checked his broadcasting equipment and it looked like they put the video together from last year's disaster drill footage. Meaning somebody killed the headmaster and gathered everyone else in the gym. Why would anyone? There is no explanation but mere obscene delight in the grotesque. I think we may all be vastly underestimating the magnitude of whatever's going on. It might be better if we keep this to ourselves for now. I concur. Until we have a proper grasp of the situation, telling the others would only cause unnecessary panic. First Dovenley, now the headmaster, both poisoned. Were they killed by the same person? More rationally, they must have had a reason for killing him and fabricating the broadcast. This must be connected to the quarantine. Since we're finally here, let us search for some clues, Kawara. Right. Easier said than done. Every shelf in his office is piled high with documents and papers. Where? Where? It looks clean to me. Everything looks clean and full of trophies and plaques. Where do we even start? Incompetent feral. Examine each piece one at a time, looking for anything about emergency procedures, plans of the school. Got it. PTA records. That's not it. Demographics for dummies. Nope. Transfer students. Wait, next to that is the human representative? That must mean Dovenley, and the date is from 2 years ago, right before she enrolled. It's not really related to today's incidents, but it might have something useful. Okay, no text appeared. Good. I didn't want to miss anything. There doesn't appear to be anything about converting the school into a shelter. Anything this large scale would have to leave some sort of paper trail, were it official. Hang on, Sakuya. What are you reading, Kawara? This. The human representative? It's locked, even though none of the others are. A minority representative is no more important than a transfer student or the like. There's no need to have it sealed up like a criminal record. I wonder what's written in here. We can't exactly ask the headmaster to open it for us. I don't suppose the key is in here somewhere? Maybe we should ask Mr. One for help? Do you intend to break it open? Yeah, it'll be faster than looking around for the key. And? That? I was wondering about it as well. That thing on his desk, some sort of control panel? Whatever it is, it's suspicious. I believe it's a control panel for some machine, yes. And spread out next to it is the dome. Maybe this controls the dome? Or the hatch we saw earlier? One did postulate that it would be in here. Locked, of course. I doubt we'd find it easy to break that one. Yeah. All the same, we should have some actual hope of getting out of here now. Even just that is comforting. Let's go talk to Mr. One. I think we have exhausted the possibilities of this room for the time being. Let us go. Oh boy. Oh! Thank you, Penguin! Thank you for the cheers! Thanks, Amber. Mr. Kawara. Yes, sir? Oh ho. I see you have yet to lose your open distrust of me. Well, 2 people have been poisoned, and we have evidence that the perpetrator went to the infirmary. It's sort of hard not to doubt you a little, sir. Not too hard for Sakuya, though. How honest of you. Did you find it yet? The thing you forgot about? The thing I forgot about? He must be talking about what he said earlier. No, I'm not convinced you're not just trying to mess with me. Are you sure you're not trying to keep me from finding something you thought nobody knew about? How cruel, Mr. Kawara. Your boundless suspicion wounds me. He doesn't look wounded at all. More like amused. I have no reason to regret your solving this mystery, Mr. Kawara. Let me give you another hint. There are no riddles here. If you want to find the truth, you need only keep going. You need not use your brain at all. What are you talking about? No riddles? Wait, not that. You mean to say that you know the truth already? Well, who knows? If you do, tell me. I told you, you need to keep going. Everything here is a plot that was laid out just for you, after all. Just for me. How long must you babble, Kawara? Come. Sorry. I take it this is a challenge, Doctor? You may take it that way if you so wish. I swear I will find the truth. And if I find that you killed Dovenly, ho ho ho, oh, I do look forward to seeing what sort of answer you find. So weird. How's it going, Amber? Happy Tuesday. Mr. One? You two again. What is it? We explained to Mr. One what we found in the headmaster's office. The plot thickens, I see. We think this file may be connected to the mystery. Can you unlock it? Or break it? Let me see. This will be rather troublesome. It's just a lock, right? Forcing it will result in spontaneous combustion. What? Why would they put something like that in a bunch of ordinary documents? Perhaps because these documents are not ordinary. All the same. I have dealt with similar things in the past. It will take time, but I believe I can open it. So defusing bombs falls under maintenance operations? Do not forget, I'm not just a maintenance worker. I am a bright and massive maintenance worker. What does that have to do with anything? So maintenance work in Japan requires a number of skills. I am impressed. I think Mr. One is the only... Oh, right. Can we ask you one more thing? You may. We found a control panel that looks like it's for the dome as well. But it's locked. It seems to require a password. A password? Ask Mr. Sakazaki to help. Yuya? He's a master of unauthorized access. So that wretched mongrel has lowered himself to crime? I never knew he could. Sakuya, just let it go. We need his help here. I shall take care of this folder then. I can't say for sure, but it should be done by the time you and Mr. Sakazaki get back. Alright, thanks. We should probably write all this down since we're here. Okay. Where's Yuya right now? Either in the lab or possibly gallivanting around like a nincompoop. I love that word. This would be a lot easier if we could use our phones. But we can't. Off to the lab. Damn it, we're useless. Rendered useless by our phones. Here we are. I wonder if he's still there? As we turn the corner. Oh, is the scarecrow back? Yep. There he is. The Scarecrow Man blocks our path. Shh. Of all the... Sakuya, run. Don't order me around, Feral. Oh boy. All of the... Yeah, I don't know. I still think he did it too. We lost it. Right? Oh. Shoot. Sakuya and I must have run different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the times I run into that thing again. If it's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of its arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I'd better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... He's gonna meet Nekeki. Did I just hear something? He is gonna meet him. What are you doing in here all alone? Did you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency, and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should... You're... Kawara Ryota. He knows my name? Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar mourning dove shakes his head. This is the first time we've spoken. Then why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Tweet. Oh. Dovenly? Oh, right. She did say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time. Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nageki. You were friends with Dovenly then? Did you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all, or? Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. She's... Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh. She washed up here and spoke to me, which can only mean one thing. She's dead. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand, almost as if he's talking to himself and doesn't care whether or not his interlocutor knows what he means. She washed up here. Do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Tweet did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either. Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab, and you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Tweet came here. It was just now. What? Oh boy. He's gone. The mourning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, but maybe Sakuya's right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. So he met Nageki. You're late, Kawara. Blasted feral doves. Sakuya, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, mongrel. Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakuya. Anyway, Sakuya filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally, just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. That's so weird, like Nageki can actually talk to us because we're dead. So weird. Oof. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Sir, about this control panel. What about it? Can you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right. I suppose it could be. Also, have you noticed... Correct me if I'm wrong. The teacher has not fallen asleep. At all during this time. Period. The end. Has not struggled to stay awake throughout this entire ordeal. A quail that had trouble staying awake and always fell asleep is suddenly awake. Like, does that not make you go... Isn't that weird? Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not wide awake for it either, so... Yeah. Yeah. It's locked, though. We were going to have Yuya get into it for us, but... That's illegal, you know. That doesn't matter. You don't comprehend our situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval, Certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. He wakes up the computer, and before long I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes. X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing. Maybe I should watch more of them. There we go. Now then. There. We're logged in as the administrator now. Woohoo! Huh. This only has an open and a close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you two. If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open. But with the headmaster dead, we have no way of knowing what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put everybody in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay. There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. I'm going to save. We should... I say open it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed. And we can confirm once and for all that the talk of a disaster was nonsense. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome? No matter. All we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better. Anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. It closes on its own? That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out. Let's go out and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Dovenly alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go, Kawara, Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Everyone wants to know what's happening outside. Where was that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions right there? What? The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think everybody should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning. No earthquake, no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Tweet's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee if it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Look, the hatch is open. It is. We can go home. No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck are we sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Oh, they're flying. Wait, come back. Come back at once. We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Gah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A gunshot? We have to go help him! Calm down, Kawara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed. But why? Ooh. Shit. Oh, man. Fourth class. They did get shot. So someone's ordered to kill. Dovenley's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation, and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. This is long. My God. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. Onay might have that file open. Very well. Maybe it has to deal with the virus. We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside... Wait. We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside to Mr. Onay. What? I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. Onay, are you really just a maintenance worker? No, not at all. An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduce myself properly. Leon JB. I am Leon JB, one of the greatest soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. I have heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe they should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the school, and so I was dispatched to investigate, and what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute, are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Tweet as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open? Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The Human Representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the Human Representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The Human Representative? This is talking about Tweet, no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. What? The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Dovenly is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all, and the important part of this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Dovenly, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So this was the true face of her enrollment here. I'd rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once, just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out of the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right at the start of the second period, around 10 o'clock. So we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya. Why'd I do that? Even after watching. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decide to tangle with a labelle. What time is it, Mr. Leone? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours? We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Huh. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it. Yeah, I don't know. We found the connection between Dovenly's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled Hurtful. Whoa, it is! I thought Hatoful just meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tweet died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape, which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right. Let's go look at the school documents then. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not the only Dove agent in this school. I'm sure the others will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw into the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying and the army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Tweet's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library and read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but what should we do first? Okay, go. I want to go to the library and I want to talk to Nigeki. That's what I want to do. Nigeki might know something. The library. I wonder if Nigeki's at the gym yet. Nigeki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library is a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over the little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just anybody can look at them. They are probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search. Right. Books, books, and none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. In here, a line of incredibly dusty That's odd, there are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, that's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeonation's history. It's not back here with the large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book? It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh? Keep looking there and you'll never find them. So, you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama. What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a bit, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya, let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes? Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Why does everyone keep asking me about that? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Oh, it's getting weird. Request only books. This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were the headmaster's office. Chronology, why can't I say this? Chronology of Saint Pigeonations. This? Let's see. 2180, founding of the school, same year. Ichiju Kitsugu, inaugurated as headmaster. 2180, much more recent than I thought. Only 8 years, I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does that say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact name, but that's... Nageki? Died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's... a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. Tudides Bellervenes. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost. There are limits, Kawara. Oh, poor Nageki. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The blood-stained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason, don't I know somebody like that? Vague, as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there? Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what said is true, then he was lying. Which would mean that the doctor was lying too. Very well. Yeah, it could be Angel. Yuya. Salutations, how goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence? We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going to the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope, sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes! No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Ooh. A little bit. Where do we... The medical center seems to be a good place to go now. Indeed, where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said that the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burned to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be there then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on campus? Unused buildings. Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall. That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. He does. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah? Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. Oh boy. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as the main building. Bah, did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, the store still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering around this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty, as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are, archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Oh, so 9's upside down. The 9 is upside down. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. A bunch of old encyclopedias. Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding. And in the place of Volume 9, there's an extra copy of Volume 6. Look, this copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then? Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah, the other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library, provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire had closed this building 5 years ago, started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall. It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's space behind it there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. It isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Uh-oh. Did you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get to somewhere with a window fast. Run. Yes. Shit. Stop. Ah, it's here. Well, wait. Calm down, Kawara. It's small. It's on Gil! Oh my god! It's on Gil! It's on Gil! So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from Tutu? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Texturus Melodia Funeris. Who, me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now. Crimson Angel of Judeca, come. Oh. Angel Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Oh, I take 24 damage. Ryota's turn. Oh, I gotta fight him. Deathbringer. Ryota uses Deathbringer. Angel takes 60 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sequoia attacks. I take 260. Oh man, returns to his sentences. Angel takes 295. Angel is shaken. What the fuck just happened? Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to think that you would even go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese? Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sequoia. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space, as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means he's a thrill seeker? So are you a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seals calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kawara? Blood-stained chest. Sequoia? Do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger San saw was... Angel, were you yesterday... Where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the tree of blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Hallowed magician of white, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. Oh. And so we left the medical center, Sequoia dragging Angel behind him. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one! This is the blood-stained stranger Okasan saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would've. But only the chosen one could stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless, but he just said he did, didn't he? The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Adele Blau did venture within. Adele Blau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The apostle of the blue sky, Adele Blau. She also goes by Tweet Dovenly. Dovenly went into? What? Oh boy. Dovenly was in the infirmary yesterday, after school. But the doctor and Yuya said no one came and nothing happened. They're lying. This is long. Oh. It keeps doing that. You are different from those peasants, Sequoia. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, Father. 2. Japan? Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwamane is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, Father. Oh boy. Angel saw Dovenly going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamane. It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we need to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it. The fuck? You will have more use for it than I, Kawara. Hold on to them. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. This is getting crazy long. We've been playing this for like 3 hours. And it's a Tuesday night and it's really late and I got work in the morning. So, I think we're going to pick this up for Friday. I had no idea that this was going to be as in-depth and long as it was. But we are going to pick this up probably Friday night. So, stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of all of this going on, because holy crap. Whew. But like my brain is just fried and my voice needs a break. So I hope you guys have enjoyed and get excited for Friday. We will play this. So, thank you. Have a great night and a great rest of the week. I'll see you then. Have a good night and bye-bye.